the SSA to the governor, members of the high table, our honored awardees today, and let me not forget our 11th president, and indeed the 8th chairman of the Lagos State branch, SS Surveyor and Valor Oje Idudu. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming to this occasion. We want to warmly welcome everyone for honoring the invitation as the institution has thought it necessary to celebrate the 50th conference anniversary celebration from Lagos.
The world today is characterized by complexity, fluidity. You have globalization, you have inequalities, you have unemployment, and so many other things. So what should the institution be doing going forward? Now, when you have cerebral people, because the institution comprises of people who are extremely educated, highly intelligent, I am a bit intimidated to say, what kind of advice do I give such people? But I was encouraged by when I noticed that, okay, the institution is affiliated to different other organizations. Why? Because they're looking for opportunity for not just membership, but a way of benefiting from cross ideas. So what I will say is that the institution must recognize its unique position. If you ask me, in the entire built environment, I will say, if I talk about, while others have not put in them, that they are all important, but I will talk about three major critical stakeholders. I will talk about the government, I will talk about the planning profession, I'm not a planner, and I will talk about the estate surveyors and valuers. Every other profession we have to actually implement, whether you are architect, whether you are engineers, you will implement the ideas of estate surveyors. So the estate surveyors need to recognize that and know that they are in a position to shape our built environment. Then secondly, I will also advise that the profession can also step up its advocacy. And that is important because it has it's in a unique position to influence policies and direction for Lagos State and even for the country as a whole. My dream is that the institution of estate surveyors and valuers will be such that the governments across Nigeria, whether at federal or state level, can hardly do anything when it comes to built environment without consulting the institution. Then finally, I will also advise that there should be an increase in tempo in the area of education. We need to educate our members more. The world is becoming again more complex, as I mentioned. People are attracted by various things. People want to study robotics, this or that, and what have you. So once the profession is also at the cutting edge when it comes to frontiers in knowledge, innovation, and critical thinking, it will continue to be a source of inspiration and it will attract talents. People will say, that is the profession I want to join. I wish you the very best. This is 50th anniversary. I believe, God willing, one day we'll be sitting here or we all be assembled to celebrate 75 years anniversary of the institution. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I think we can do better than that. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The next on the agenda actually is the remark from our president, but we would like to.
Thank you, the MC, for today. The first and second vice president of our great institution, the trustee of our institution, the immediate past president, Our respected elders of the profession seated, including our own past president in their midst, distinguished noble colleagues, and the chairman for this particular event, who within a short time have known so much about us. And I think he did well in assessing who we are and what we do. This evening is not actually supposed to be an evening of so much speeches, and I'm not going to do speech. I would rather make remark, as I've been asked to make remark. I want to congratulate our forefathers seated here for bequeathing us a profession that all of us, the younger generation, are proud of. I think we should appreciate our elders seated here. I sincerely appreciate the sacrifices they made, the huge sacrifices they made to establish this profession, and also went ahead to sponsor and brought about the Estate Surveyors and Valuers Registration Board of Nigeria, which today has become the organ or the government agency that regulates our practice. They had great foresight, such that most of the international professional bodies in the world, this institution got affiliated to them even from very inception. I would like to appreciate our elders for what they did in affiliating with Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors, with Castle, with IVSC for us, which has made our case very, very easy against contending professional associations that will want to drag areas of our professional competencies. The idea of celebrating 50th year came from the very first council meeting of this year, where the council of the institution took a decision that 50th is a milestone in the life of any organization or any human being. And as such, that we will celebrate the historic importance of many cities in our nation to the profession. It readily came to mind that this profession was established here in the ancient city of Lagos, that is now a metropolitan city. It also came to our notice that the first president of our institution came from the old Cross River State. It also came to our notice that the first ever conference of our institution took place in Ibadan. And of course, the council quickly observed that the first department of estate management in Nigeria, if not in Black Africa, was University of Nigeria, Enugu campus. So these cities, these states became the key venues for our 50th anniversary. You may ask what informed the decision of the council. Simply to carry advocacy to the highest level in these important locations where the institution had its own origin. And that's why so far we have been to Ibadan, we have also been to Enugu, and we are in Lagos, in no special order. But what we did was also to match the celebrations with our usual calendar of activities for council year in the institution, such that here today we inducted 310 new associates of the profession in this hall. So I'm proud to brief our elders that that institution that started with 100 and something members today have grown to the strength of about 18,000 members with over 5,000 registered estate surveyors and valuers. Definitely the institution have made progress in all areas in terms of empowerment of members, in terms of capacity building, and in terms of expansion. We have continually made strides, development strides. This night, briefly, we will be having a clip of an area that we have made some giant strides, if you like. Because Abuja, the federal capital city, you can call it an estate, a big estate with all manners of development. And of course, we play a prominent role in managing facilities in Abuja. But over these years, we have not had a shade over our head as a professional body, something we can call our own. But God have helped us. From the past administration, a foundation was laid. And this current administration has taken that project to an appreciable height. I thought we would be excited to appreciate the good work of God in our profession. I would also like to say that the number of fellows of the institution have tremendously increased. We have now a board, executive committee of the board of fellows, properly and formally inaugurated in our institution. Time will fail me to stand here to list out all that God have helped us achieve as a professional body. Have we had challenges? Yes, we still have challenges. And one of it is the one that was mentioned by the chairman of this occasion. He talked about us being in the forefront of issues related with development in our nation. And of course, I dare say, in all sectors of our economy, the estate surveyors and valuers ought to be in the forefront. That is our earnest desire, and we have not gotten there, not because we are not doing advocacy, but because of the nature of polity and the society we belong to. And of course, somebody have assessed it and came up with a solution, that the only solution is for us to go into government and take government by ourselves. Because today, we know that other contemporary professional bodies who have positioned themselves in government, talk of the MBA, talk of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, is because they have gone beyond advocacy. They have taken slots in government. And so when decisions are taken, you cannot but take them into consideration. So this is a challenge for us, the younger generation. Instead of being expert politicians only in Niesv, this is the right time to step out into Nigerian politics and play a prominent role so that Niesv will have a voice in government. I thought I would be appreciated for this suggestion. I remember that at a time, the trustees seated on this table made move for us to even sponsor our members to join politics and to contest in elections. And of course, that has yielded some results. In past few years, we have had senators. We had 2 at a time, and we had members of the House of Representatives. At state level, we have a very young surveyor today seated as special advisor to the governor of Lagos State. We are making effort, but many more, as much as we love our profession, should also join politics so that we'll be able to be heard when it matters most. Noble colleagues, like I said, it's not a time for long speech, but we want to especially appreciate our elders, the founding fathers of this profession that really spared the time to come here today. There is nothing in whatever we are doing as an award, but there is love which I've enjoyed. I've enjoyed it in Ibadan when I saw those founding fathers. I've enjoyed it in Enugu, and I'm enjoying it here today. While we were in the guest inner room in this place today, I can see the planters, I can see the elders remember their old days. And it makes me feel that one day I will come to their stage as a member of this profession. And all of us, that is our prayers, that we grow old, that we stay and make sure that our children and great-grandchildren are doing well. I want to reassure our elders that the mantle they left for us, we are making sure that it's standing, and we are making sure that we keep this flag flying. We are excited to have you in our midst. We are not going to keep you too long. Having said all that, it is time for me to invite a man who will complement my testimonies of what God is doing with us as a professional body. I want to invite the chairman of Niesv Investment Committee, Estate Surveyor and Valuer, Benga Olani. He is going to spend 5 to 10 minutes to show us some clips of God is doing in the now. Can we please appreciate Benga as he comes to take over? He's not taking over the position of the president, but over this microphone. Thank you very much.
Can we have a round of applause for our president? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to stand on the existing protocol. And it gives me great honor and pleasure to be the one to speak here today. I want to start by recognizing two of the awardees, one who would remember me, one who might not remember me. Senator Ikeina. As a young student of the University of Lagos in 1984, Senator Ikeina walked into my class with a lot of swag. I am sure he was probably in his 40s then. And you see, we always looked forward to our lectures at that time. The Queen's English with which he spoke, I remember he always talked about Castle, RICS, and things like that. And it was much later when I realized what Castle was about that I said, I must join this body. Can we please give Senator Ikeina a round of applause? He's the one that I said will not remember me because I wasn't troublesome in school. But then Mr. Tunde Adigbemile, my teacher, my mentor, I worked under him. The only place I ever worked. I did my IT there in 1985. I did my NYSC under him, 1987. And I worked with a firm till 1993 when I set up my own practice. I'd like to thank you so much for what you taught us, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I believe today is really to recognize and honor founding fathers such as these two. But I'm actually here to speak to you today about what our president and the leadership of the institution is doing with regards to our building in Abuja. In March this year, a program was instituted at the conference in Lagos, where the president decided, with the assistance of my committee, that we would honor people who donate substantially to the building headquarters. Now, I need to mention that this is not something being done for the first time. In institutions worldwide, go to Harvard, you find buildings that are named after people. You find buildings where people who contributed in 1892 have their names on the wall. And I remember one statement that says, love is how you stay alive when you are gone. The question is, how do we want to be remembered? So for this program, we have a categorization of donors. The platinum donors would be people who donate 10 million naira and above. The gold donors will be people who donate, people and institutions who donate 5 million naira and above. The silver donors will be people and institutions who donate 2 million and above. And the bronze donors are those who donate at least 1 million naira. And at the entrance to the institution, all these names will be cast in stone and will be there permanently for the annals of history to see. So we need to remember that this is something not for today, something not for tomorrow, but it's actually something for the future. A lot of pledges were made in March, and pledges are still being made. As of today, pledges worth 24,976,000 have been redeemed. I think we deserve a round of applause for that. The building right now, I'm sure a lot of us can see what's behind us, is already on the last floor. And the next stage is to actually roof that building. We can see the names of a lot of our donors. Some are actually donating in tranches and would ensure that their donations are completed by March next year. This again is an aerial view of the site. I can tell you we have gone far beyond there. And we encourage those who visit Abuja to please visit this site and see exactly where your money is going. So today, my assignment is simple. I've done my bit. A lot of us have done our bit. I'd like to encourage us all to please donate generously to this project. Let us remember, love is how you stay alive when you are gone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, the chairman of investment committee. Actually, we are just combining what we would have done here in Lagos. We took this dinner for this project to Port Harcourt, in Abuja, and of course, we had hope for Ibadan and Enugu. It's not yet late, particularly for this project. This night, I think the Secretariat people have the usual pledge form. All we are doing is to pass information so that our members here, particularly the upward mobile members, will not say that nobody gave them opportunity to be part of this development project. Of course, the work have gone far, and I can assure our members that God have gone ahead to provide up to the roofing level of the building. And of course, we will be able to do all we can to see whether we can move our secretariat to that, the operations of our secretariat to a floor in that building before the conference, so that when people come for conference, we will take a tour of the building If NIQS could do that, there is no reason why estate surveyors and valuers cannot do that. They gave themselves a gift of a befitting office in Abuja, marking their 50th anniversary. And I think we can do it much more than any other person. The papers will go around so that we don't disrupt this particular program. Please pass the forms around for anybody that is led, particularly the younger ones. This building is for us. Do something about it, and then we will get back to you. Thank you and God bless. Can we go for investiture now or what?
So we'll go straight to the award ceremony proper. And Mr. President, I'd like to plead that you step down the podium so that we'll present the awards. Go straight to the award session, and I'd like to invite respectfully Estate Surveyor Oladosumu Olalekon, sir, please step out briefly while we give a brief profile. Noble colleagues, let's appreciate this elder for being in our midst, please. So the first Estate Surveyor Oladosumu Olalekon.
Thank you. Noble colleagues, I pleaded with the MC not to keep Baba standing because we have up to 10 pages of CV. And I'm sure Baba won't wait for that 10 pages to be read here. But he's a man that we all know, a founding father of this profession, who have contributed immensely. And when that reunion was taking place in the private lounge where we were sitting, I could see a very active man, very young at heart, who is ready to sacrifice more for the profession. He is an encouragement to the younger generation, and he is also an example of what a good professional should be. Babasa, on behalf of the National Council and entire members of Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, we present to you this award of excellence and long-standing membership of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers. Thank you, sir, and congratulations. His membership number, if you want to know, particularly the young ones, his membership number is M00026. Can we appreciate Baba once more? The number 26th member of our profession. Please, can we have volunteer usher and let the treasurer of the institution come and escort Baba to treasurer of the institution to come and escort Baba. Please, let's appreciate my HNT.
Thank you. Let me also remind us that we are trending live on YouTube at the moment. So just log on to Dinner and Award Night and you see us there live. The next person is Estate Surveyor and Valuer Adegbemile Olatunde. Please let's appreciate him as he steps out to collect his award.
Noble colleagues, we have another professional par excellence. One of those who brought about the establishment of this profession in Nigeria, a man of high integrity and honor, who have served the institution and the profession in general. So it's our pleasure today, Baba, ESV Adewemile Olatunde, membership number 00051. We honor you with this award of excellence and long-standing membership of the profession. Congratulations, sir.
I'm sure we can do much, much better than this. These are elders. People that were holding on while we're not there.
This is a decoration of the 50th anniversary logo and badge. And I'm going to go back to Baba Dosumu to do the same thing. Congratulations, sir. Will the television be able to turn back to Baba Dosumu? I know Baba is agile. Baba will come. Forgive us for bringing you back the second time. You are hereby decorated an ambassador of the 50th Golden Jubilee Anniversary Celebration of our great institution. Congratulations, Baba. Please, if your hands are free, can you please put your hands together for Baba again? Thank you.
It will be very insulting for me to bring my president to my seat.
Ah, Baba. I will then escort Baba personally before I continue. Okay, Baba have permitted me to continue. Thank you, sir.
Next, we also like to invite Estate Surveyor and Valuer Senator Ebenezer Chukwuemeka Ikeina. A warm applause as he steps forward.
Distinguished noble colleagues, we have a gentleman here who was adjudged several years during conferences as the best dressed estate surveyor and valuer. Even if I was young, I have this history with me. And of course, he's a trailblazer. I stand to be corrected between him and Otebola, who first became a senator of the Federal Republic. But I present to you Senator, Estate Surveyor and Valuer, or Estate Surveyor and Valuer, distinguished Senator Ikeina Ebenezer, with membership number 0082. As excellent award and long-standing membership of this profession. Congratulations, sir. We will also decorate you as ambassador of the 50th anniversary celebration of our great institution. What do you know? Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Ladies, walk my distinguished senator back. Wow. Thank you. I like that.
And next, we'd like to invite Estate Surveyor and Valuer Afolabi J. Oyeleke, as ably represented. Oh. Distinguished noble colleagues, we also like to invite Estate Surveyor and Valuer Alafia Ibrahim Shegun, who is represented here today by the son. Please, a warm applause as he steps forward to receive this. The son happens to be an estate surveyor and valuer as well.
It's a thing of joy to have a founding father of the institution reproduce generations of estate surveyors and valuers. And one of them is standing here on behalf of his father. I hereby present to you on behalf of the National Council and entire members a Award of Excellence and Long-Standing Membership Award to Estate Surveyor and Valuer Alafia Ibrahim Shegu, membership number 00122. Congratulations, sir. I also decorate you on behalf of your father as ambassador for the 50th Golden Jubilee celebration of our great institution. Congratulations. Noble colleagues, we have other awardees. Because they are not presently here or properly represented, we wouldn't like to waste our time. It's also important that at this juncture, I tender the unqualified apology of the organizers of this particular event. In this event, as seen in our programs, we ought to be investing the Executive Governor of Lagos State as a patron of our institution. Information from Government House says that he couldn't make it this night, but the entire Niesv family, particularly in Lagos, membership and of council and management, will have a date very, very soon for us to do that investiture at the Government House, Lagos State. That is my assurance to you, and we'll work towards achieving that. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. President. On the next item will be a response from a representative of the awardees. And I have the pleasure of giving the microphone to Estate Surveyor and Valuer Dosumu Olalekan for a response on behalf of the awardees. Let's appreciate Baba, please. Thank you.
Mr. President, sir, distinguished elders on the table, distinguished members of the institution, and distinguished guests of the great institution, on behalf of all those that have been specially honored today, I would want to express our deep appreciation for counting us worthy to be counted among the awardees, especially for marking the historical existence of this institution, 50 years. It is great. And I want to thank God for all of you who have continued to lead, who are leading, and those who will also be given opportunity to lead in the nearest future. My prayer is that God Almighty will give all of you, including those of us who are at the background, the grace to surrender ourselves to the effective examination of our souls in making sure that the great institution continues to grow without any blame. I want to thank you all for counting us worthy to be invited, and even for the special arrangements that were made to bring us here in your vehicles, knowing fully well that we are of the very young generation that cannot afford to get drivers to bring us here at night. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you.
I invite you to the slashing of the anniversary cake, sir. Should we call order? Please, our elders and the past president, as many as could come to this stage, please let's cut the anniversary cake before we release Baba and other elders in the house. Thank you. Yeah, it's okay, sir. Where you are. Baba, past president. Let's have some ladies to join. National Treasurer, please. Some more ladies to complete the... Let us also have a number of... If there are one or two newly inducted associates today, can you join to represent the new generation? Of course, you people will be in charge of the 100-year celebration in 50 years' time. So come and learn firsthand. Thank you. Some of you have arrived. Okay?
I'm here now.
Oh, Baba, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Oga himself. Okay. I think you should come here, sir. Come as an elder. These young ones can create a chance for you. I'm going to hand over this mic to the wife of our immediate past president when it comes to cake matters and domestic affairs. Is their professional area of practice. I would like to hand over to her to lead us in cutting of this cake. Thank you. About that, no, from their mother's kitchen.
Thank you very much, my president. We have a very lovely, wonderful 3 colors I can see here. I can see blue, which of course represents love. You know, some people think it's only red, but blue represents love. Yes. And then there's white there, that is purity. And we can see here silver that actually talks about, you know, God's divine. And the combination of it all points to the fact that this is a very noble profession, which God himself have actually established in this nation and worldwide. And so we are very grateful to God for this moment. And so we are going to cut the cake, spelling our NIESV. You know, so you put hand, my president. Everybody stretch your hand. Yes, you can stretch your hand. And then we go for an N. I. E. S. V. And I. Congratulations. Music.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Celebrate good times. Come on. All right, everybody, come on. Celebrate good times. Come on. There's a party going on right here. It's celebration to last throughout the night. So bring on good times and a laughter too. We can celebrate and party with you. Come on, a celebration. We gonna celebrate and party with you. Come on, a celebration. Let us celebrate and party with you. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on. Ha. Hey ho. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. It's alright. Come on, everybody. Come on. Celebrate good times. Come on. All right now. There's somebody going on right here.
Mr. President will now lead members of the high table to the dinner table.
So bring on good times.
The high table, the elders. Please join Mr. President as he goes to the dinner table.
Come on, a celebration.
Mr. President and the elders
celebrate and
they go for the dinner.
Come on, a
While we appeal to other people to wait. Members of council thereafter.
Celebrate and party with you. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on. Celebrate good times, come on. Celebrate good times, come on. There's somebody going on right here. It's celebration to last throughout the day. So bring on good times and a laughter too. We can celebrate and party with you. Come on, a celebration. We gonna celebrate and party with you. Come on, a celebration. Let us celebrate and party with you. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on. All right, come on. All right. We gonna roll it, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. We gonna push it, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. We gonna roll it, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. We can do without it, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. And I mean understand. And then I said it away. I got to do. I put you on the part